here with Philip Micallef, former CEO of Air Malta. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thanks to you.
Philip, you have been in charge of supporting many transformation processes throughout your career. Can you tell us a bit more about some of your experiences?
Yeah, sure. I'll mention a couple of transformation projects. The first that I'll mention is when I was working with a company in the airline industry called SITA, which actually provides telecommunication services to the airlines. And the transformation there involved actually consolidating 150 help desks around the world into 5 global centers. These centers were in London, Atlanta, Rio, Cairo, and Sydney. It was a huge project, which meant that the way people worked, the way the customer actually interacted, it changed the whole way of looking at things. It was also a very complex transformation because it involved discussion with unions, especially in Southern Europe, in Italy, Greece, Portugal, a lot of discussion. So that was one transformation project that actually I took part in. Another project was when I was CEO of a cable company. It was a cable television company, and we decided to move into telecoms, to actually go into telephony, internet, and telephony, both mobile telephony and actual fixed line telephony. So that was a mindset change. People had to be retrained, new technology purchased. So that was another experience of transformation. And the third one was recently with Air Malta, where there was a culture where the people on the front line, on the front desk, were not empowered to do anything. They passed messages on to their superiors, no decisions were taken, and there it was a transformation project of empowering, training these people who are actually facing the customer to actually take the decisions themselves. And one had to actually support them. But again, it was a change of attitude, a change of mentality.
Throughout our conference, we have been talking a lot about how important it is to know your customers. What is the role of CRM and in order to achieve this?
CRM is extremely important in my opinion, because a customer, sometimes companies think they know a customer well. But let us take an airline, for example. You have many touch points with an airline as a customer. When you check in, when you actually are booking your travel, when you collect your luggage, etc., etc. And an airline works a lot in silos. So you have different departments. So you have one department knowing one part of your customer, another department knowing another part of the customer, and the CRM brings everything together. And it can bring a company, in this case an airline, to know its customers much better, their preferences, when do they like to travel, what days do they like to travel, do they travel for business, on holiday, do they travel with their family, if they travel with their family, where do they travel to, and other such things. So I think a CRM helps know a customer very well, and I believe that in the airline industry we shall see a continued evolution of knowing your customer, that maybe we will arrive one day at knowing your customer so well that you will provide a personalized pricing. So to Mr. X you give a price based on his history, based on what he has done, how he has traveled with the airline, and for Mr. Y, a different price. Maybe we would one day arrive at that.
Okay, do you think that artificial intelligence helped to improve the customer experience? experience, and in which areas?
I think again a lot of repetitive tasks when a customer is interacting with a company can be actually replaced by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence will be more proactive. At the moment, customers are asked a lot of questions about their feedback, how was their trip, how was their experience, while artificial intelligence will get all that information and be able to know and be proactive. I see artificial intelligence as being something that knows a bit more about the customer than we actually know today.
Great. One last question. Do you think that Hamburg Aviation Conference can contribute to help organization in transformation and innovation process?
Definitely, because I think it's one of the, at least this is my opinion, one of the best conferences where you don't just concentrate on the travel industry, but you have all players that touch with the travel industry, whether it's a taxi company, whether it's an airport, whether it's a supplier, whatever it is, an IT company, that all are brought together and they all share their best practices in transformation, and what could be good for one industry could be also applicable to another industry.
Thank you very much for joining us at Hamburg Aviation Conference, and enjoy the conference.
Thank you. È andato bene?